What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, before you do anything, if it's possible, please like this video. Hit that little like button. It costs you guys nothing and it helps us out a bunch. With that being said, we got a lot going on down here in this video today. I found something pretty cool at the creek. I think you guys are gonna be interested in this, and we're bringing some equipment down here, getting some things staged for some stuff that we got going on. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it. Supposed to bring it towards us, remember? Oh. It's fine. I think I can squeeze through there. Okay, Hallie and I are back down here at the creek. We haven't been down here since we got stuck. So we're down here at the creek. We have not been down here since we got stuck. But I need to do a little staging of equipment because over the next couple of days I'm going to be out here working, and today I don't have a lot of time to actually work on the property. So I want to get everything staged so we can just gotta come out here early in the morning and just start working. So with that being said, we're actually going to make our way down to the creek here in a second, check on things, go back to the scene of us getting stuck. And I got a lot of comments on that one about my tires. Check this out. So I've got plenty of tread on these tires. These are all terrain tires. No, they're not mud tires. They're not street tires. They're all terrain. So all terrain tires are exactly what they are, all terrain. Once that mud gets stuck on them tires, you guys seen that last video, it just, you ain't getting out of it. But we're gonna make our way back down there. I do have the Bobcat and change, so I'm not worried about getting stuck this time. But I need to go down there, see how things are looking, and go check on the creek itself. And then we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff out here over the next few days. I need to move some cameras around, check some cameras, and do all that. So I hope you guys enjoy the video today. Do me a big favor and hit that like button. It helps us out a bunch. Let's get into it. Okay, we're making our way down to the creek, but I wanted to show you guys just how much rain we've got. And I don't know if it'll show up on camera or not, but this road, I had just recently worked it over before all the rain, but it's already like rutted up from the 5 or 6 inches that we got. And it's pretty bad. You can just see how it goes. So I may have to get out here and cut a ditch somehow and just cut the ditch along one side of the road right there where you can see where it's already kind of following. Maybe cut it out this way, because it already kind of naturally is going that way anyways. Build it up on this side. But right now with the Bobcat, all I can do is just work this over. You can see this. And that's just all the rainwater coming down from the hill up there. So we got to maintain this all the time, or it just gets too rough to even drive down here. And then on the flip side, there's flint and stuff in here, so I got to watch out because of flat tires. I've got a couple down here so far the last year or so, but I'll be working on this too. I got to get this smooth out. Actually having a little gathering here in the next week or so, weather permitting. I got to get things done over the next couple of days, and then probably one more time before the little get together. So we're going to be busy down here. Well, we got some rutting activity going on right there. Wonder how much more we got. Looks like to me maybe the pigs are back, Hadley. Yeah. I think the pigs might be back. Yeah. Showing up out of nowhere. You never know when you come down here what you're going to run into. And we've had issues with wild hogs, coyotes, all that down here. See here, let's drive to the creek, Hadley. Huh? I think we can. It's flowing pretty good, isn't it? Oh, there's a new tree in the way. Yep.
Is there a beaver making a dam?
Do what?
A beaver making...
No, but down there looks like something's going on. Let's do some investigation. You got your Crocs on today?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys know Hadley and I got stuck here a week or so ago. And with that, our 3W mats, you can see just how muddy they got. Hadley, you want to pull yours out and we'll rinse these off in the creek and get them cleaned up. Be careful not to get all over. She's pulling hers out pretty easy. These things are formed to fit perfect in the truck. Look at all that. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have you rinse them off since you got the Crocs on. Don't lose them down creek. We'll rinse these off. We'll have like new mats. Okay, you can see back here in the back seat, we also have one that covers the whole back of the truck. I'd recommend you guys rinsing these off weekly. There's no stains, no mildew, and they're pet friendly. We've had our animals in here with them, and you guys can see they're in great shape. But it's just been a rainy mess here, and you guys can see these are rain resistant. So why is there zero deformation after 6 months? That's because the secret is the Vigor mold technology. It's engineered for decades of durability. So this is pressure resistant, yet flexible. It has zero warping over time and maintains a like new quality for 10 plus years. So this isn't just a disposable item, it's a lifelong upgrade for every car you'll own. We're gonna be upgrading Hayden's car shortly. So you guys can use my code for exclusive savings and use my links down in the description box and a pinned comment. You guys will not be disappointed. They would make a perfect Father's Day gift for you guys, or if you're just looking to replace your old mat. Super easy to install, super easy to clean, and super easy to reinstall. You guys will like some new mats. I'm actually gonna order Hayden a pair of these 3W Autolife mats for her new car. Yeah, she's gonna be excited. Well, since the last time we came out here, guys, it's already changed. The creek is wider. We still got quite a bit of runoff, I think, coming, but it's changed up there. Can you see the change up here, Hadley? From last time, the creek has split up there. You want to walk up there?
Yeah.
We're going to walk up here, and then we're going to make our way down to the camp, check on things there.
There's butterflies everywhere.
I know, it's crazy. So it has changed a lot. That was actually a pretty good swimming hole. So Hope and Hadley, you guys have been wanting to catch crawdads again, haven't you?
Yeah.
So we need to get down here, and we need to set some traps. It's all this flooding, though, makes it an issue. Look at this. It'd be good to bring your rafts down here today. It's like 90 degrees out today, too. Oh, wow, Hadley, look how much the creek has changed. We're going to have to go get Hope and come back down here. If you guys can see it. This is how much water we got. Look how much it's eaten out of the bank right here, Hadley.
Yeah,
You see that?
Deep.
Yeah. It's never done this since we've owned it. It's literally eating out the side right here and making it straight through there.
And all this grass.
I know. Trying to get my mower down there, mow some of it down. That's the interesting. We've had so much rain. And you never know after a flood what's going to come up out of the flood, like what you're going to find. But also you don't know what the creek's going to look like. It's roaring right here, isn't it? So usually the creek, their tree fell down over one of their little rocks they jump in, but the creek doesn't ever go
Did we get that?
this way. Huh?
Did we get that?
You can't get that. It's too swift right now. Anyways, usually the creek is not going on that side of the bank. It's usually all right here. There's usually a pretty good swimming hole over there, but I see a tree has fell down over there in the creek itself.
We can go check that out.
Yeah. We need to get Hope down here. She'll want to see this. Wow. Yeah. And the game trail over there is pretty active. I can see where they've been coming down quite a bit, getting water. This is pretty neat. We need to go to the camp and see what it looks like over there. I'll have to get my bobcat in here and get this out sometime. So the ground is still saturated, obviously, and I know it's probably going to be pretty wet up there by the camp, but we're going to make our way over there again. Wish us luck not to get stuck like we did last time. But this time I got the Bobcat. We got chains. It would be way easier to get unstuck. So let's go. Do what? There's some coyote poop. We're gonna have to get my thermal scope down here and do some coyote hunting, aren't we? Coyote poop on the trail. More? Oh, that's cool. Wonder if there's any crawdads over here in this little hole. There might be a couple. They came over here too. I would think someone's living in the cave. You think someone's living in there, huh?
Probably like an animal.
We'll walk over there and find out. It doesn't do us any good to pay someone to clean this up if we don't maintain it. So that's what I'm going to be doing over the next few days, getting this all knocked down. Right now, it doesn't feel near as soft as it was before. So we'll ease our way up here and see. I really don't want to mess with getting unstuck again. Do you, Hadley? No. Neither. So we might just, we'll see what happens.
Kyle,
Oh, I'm sure.
that's where we got stuck.
Yeah, sure is. Hope we don't make the same mistake twice. Oh, we're in there now. We're good, Hadley. We are good. Told her, watch out for copperheads. Okay, so my friend Jackie, the one that's cleaned all this up for us, putting piles and all that, he has a client that he works for, and they're wanting this cut into a 4x4, but I just don't know if we'll be able to. And if not, we'll get a 4x4 out of this. My father and I came out here and worked on this, got it running again. Jackie was cutting on it and a blade broke, but I have another blade right there. Yeah, and I got a lot of stuff to do, guys. I got to get my grapple down here. I want to get all this cleaned up out of the way because there's got to be a copperhead in there. Got to be a copperhead, don't you think, Hadley?
Yeah.
Looks like Copperhead Central, don't it? So then we got to...
Is that mushrooms?
Yeah, fungi. But we got a little get together going to happen in the next couple of weeks down here. And Brandy and I have cleaned this out once, mowed it all up. You can see how it's all just coming back again. So we got to get this cleaned up again. We'll see what the creek looks like down here, Hadley. Watch out for copperheads. That means you got to watch out for poison ivy. The creek's going good, but I don't see any change in this. Hope our swimming hole's not filled in. Let's go over and look. Campsite is looking good other than all the growth. Oh boy, it is deep. It looks real deep right there, don't it?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's what we want. Looks like there's a pretty deep hole. Yeah, all along there. That's good. And I think this will always kind of be a hole to swim in, this way it's shaped. But you can see just how much it's eating away. I need to put a stake right here on the edge so that way we can see how much it eats away with each flood.
Did Jack get that up?
No. Where? That gate?
Yeah.
No, that was already there.
Oh. I've never seen it before.
Boy, I bet you can find some arrowheads in the bank, Hadley.
Yeah.
So we definitely got our work cut out for us down here, just maintaining stuff. Looking for arrowheads, copperheads. I'd rather find arrowheads than copperheads. But they're still calling for more rain over the next few days. It's like you get a couple of dry days and then it rains, so nothing really dries out too much. Enough for us to get back in here, though, at least. Huh, Hadley? Yeah. All right. We'll be back. Okay, so I got a hidden camera up here facing the camper, and the battery's died probably a while back, and I haven't checked it. I haven't checked the SD card at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this camera because I'm gonna put it in a different place, and we'll take the SD cards out. If we got anything on there, I'll show you guys. And I also got another couple cameras I need to pull SD cards and put batteries in also. I think it's gonna be start getting active season out here for trespassers and all that, and wildlife moving around. So we're gonna start moving some cameras and checking cameras and doing all that. Pull this down and get it relocated and get the SD card out. And make sure, I hope I have the SD card in here still. No, I took it out. Okay, so we're gonna be moving this one. We'll be moving this one. So as of right now, I think we got 2 SD cards to check. Been meaning to put some cameras up at the gate. I just haven't done it until we're gonna do it today. Okay, so I didn't get to come out here yesterday because we got rain all day yesterday. I didn't do any work. Today, it just recently stopped raining, so I can't really do any work today as far as mowing and stuff goes. It has to dry out. I'm hoping to get out here tomorrow because they're calling for some clear weather for at least a day or two, and then hopefully I can get out here and get some stuff mowed up and cleaned up and all that. But right now, I'm going to be putting a couple cameras up, and I have had horrible luck with game cameras. So if you guys got any suggestions, let me know. But to my surprise, the camera I had up over at the camper, which I took down because we have a gate up now before people just driving straight through. I want to put them in better spots so that I know where the activity is going to be. But that being said, that camera still had a lot of battery life to it, and we had some interesting pictures. I showed you guys stray dogs, wild dogs, and we've had issues with those since we've owned the property. Literally packs of dogs that just roam around the property looking, scavenging for food and stuff. It's pretty sad. We've had some really skinny dogs on camera and actually eating piles of the corn that we put out for the deer and wildlife. The dogs, I've had pictures and videos of dogs eating it. Not only that, I've had pictures and videos of coyotes doing the same exact thing. I was like, man, these dogs have to be starving. I feel bad for the dogs, not necessarily the coyotes, but the dogs for sure, because you know, they're dogs. But with that being said, I'm gonna put a couple cameras. I'm gonna put one up in an obvious spot by the gate, and then I'm gonna kind of hide another one. And I know a lot of you guys will say, don't tell us where you're putting your cameras. My thinking is, if people who are trespassing on our property are watching the videos, they know we got tons of cameras out here anyways. So I don't think it really matters. It is what it is. So with that being said, I'm gonna put up a couple different ones around the gate area. And then I actually found something pretty interesting out here. And I want to show you guys that here in just a minute. So I'll get into that after we set the cameras up. So let's do that real quick. I actually had to bring a ladder up because I want to put them up high in the tree. So even if people do see them, they'd have a really hard time getting them down. They'd have to hit them with a rock or something if they're that worried about it. And I have a cell camera back in the woods. If you guys remember, I set up to try to catch the trespassers that stole my camera. And the battery actually did go dead on that one. Probably not in this video, but in the future, I need to go get it. And I want to try it in this area up here. I want to get it up high because I might be able to get some service if I get it up high enough in the tree. So I definitely want to try that. So anyways, let's put some SD cards in these cameras and go from there. But yeah, I've had horrible luck. These cameras work. This one's pretty blurry most of the time. This one's kind of been the better one of the ones that we've been using, but it's still not great. So I don't know. These are a cheaper end ones. They're still like $80 to $100, I think. But maybe I need to go ahead and spend the money on the more expensive ones just to see if we get some better pictures. But all right, I'm gonna get my SD cards and put them in there. Yeah, I was surprised that they still had battery life in them. That's awesome. But I remember I pulled the SD card out of one of them to check for trespassers in those cows, and we definitely had pictures of the cows, but no. I can't remember if we had trespassers on that one or not. I gotta do a little formatting on this camera first real quick. So Hadley, whenever she opened the gate for me, I said, watch out for ticks and copperheads and all that. You can't really watch out for ticks. You just kind of gotta get them off of you once you see them. But she's seen a couple ticks on the gate. So it's pretty ticky right here. I'm hoping the rain kind of washed them down to the ground. I sprayed down. I just don't want to get infested with ticks today. come in from this other side. The one thing that's gonna not be fun about this one, I'll have to bring my ladder to check it, which that's okay. That's why I want to get wish we had a cell tower around here, because there's no cell service except for by the camper. We can get a little bit of cell service there, but I'm hoping because of that we might be able to get cell service over here if I get it high enough. Now just getting this lined up where I think it's gonna get the best shot. I think I felt a tick crawl on my leg. That didn't take long. Okay, I don't know if you can see or not, but we are high up in the tree, about 12 foot. I think we're good to go. Yeah, so I turned the camera off to change locations, put this other camera up, and when I did that, I started hearing barking, not too far away, right over here in the woods. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully the truck scares them off and I don't have to deal with them today. But I'm going to put one camera that's a little bit more obvious. I mean, they should see it, and that's okay. And so if that happens, they won't see the hidden one that I showed you guys, but I didn't show you exactly where it was at. But it definitely got several different angles out here on this road, catching anyone that wants to come in and out. And there's no excuse for people trespassing on our property, especially now that we have a gate, at least coming up the drive in their vehicle. There's no excuse because we have a gate, and I have two signs right here by the gate that have my cell phone number, my name and my cell phone number on them. And I've yet to ever get a phone call from any of these people who come on our property. And you can't miss it. I mean, they're right as you come in. One's behind me right there. And I got one over here behind on the other side of me. So there's literally no excuse other than they just don't care. And that's what I've come to my conclusion over the last few years owning this property. People just don't care. They don't care that they're trespassing on your property. Now, there might be a couple that got lost or didn't know, or maybe they thought it was the Cherokee Nation land that butts up to our property, and I can understand that. But most of these, especially the hunters, I know most of them probably have the app that we use, and it tells you who owns the property, what land is what. So then they just don't care. I think that tick bit me. I found one on me already a minute ago. Now I feel something. Now, once you find one tick on you, it's like feels like everything's crawling on you. I think that's what's happening right now. But anyways, like I said, I come to the conclusion that most trespassers just don't care. There's a few that are accidentally on your property, but now with the apps and technology that we have, people know boundaries. They know boundaries. There's really no excuse. Now, if they're out here looking for their cows, something like that, I can understand that. They come in from a different direction because we don't have fencing all the way around the property. There is some fencing around the property, but not the whole 130 acres. That would be crazy expensive to do because of the hills, and it's 130 acres. That's something I probably will never do, and I don't have any intentions of doing that. So it'll be an ongoing battle with people during hunting season, especially coming on the property. And I know it's summertime now, and we got the creek here, and it's actually legal. I'm pretty sure it's legal for people to, as long as they're in the body of water, they can actually walk through the body of water. They just can't get onto the land on your property, and that's considered trespassing. But if someone was to randomly just come walking down the creek, there's nothing we can do about it, and it's understandable. Yeah, a tick bit me. Hold on a second. That didn't take long, and it's got one of them little white dots. Man, I'm gonna kill it. That tick fever crap, I've had cousins get it where they get bit by one with the white dot, and this one was biting me. I even sprayed down. They got bit, and they couldn't eat. I don't think they could eat red meat for a couple years. So that's two ticks I found on me. One actually bit me. Golly. Yeah, so that's a pretty dangerous thing, these ticks nowadays. And there's a lot of stuff that goes, if you guys start doing I'm getting off topic here, but if you start doing some research on tick warfare, it's pretty crazy some of the things that you can start looking up about what has been engineered in these ticks and then released over countries. It's pretty crazy. But anyways, no excuse for trespassers. We'll have several cameras up. Now we'll have several up on the trail of them actually by the gate. And I haven't seen any evidence yet as far as them coming up to the gate and then like getting, oh crap, there's a gate, and then backing out. So hopefully no one's come up here. And that's the way we want it. So let me get this one up, and then we're gonna go down to the creek itself, because I gotta show you guys something really cool that I found. And it's probably 50, 60 years old, maybe, I don't know. We'll check it out here in a minute. Okay, like I said, this one's gonna be a little more obvious, but it's directly on, I mean, I think it's obvious because I'm putting it here, but it's still up in the air where I need a ladder. But it will be, I mean, I'll be able to see faces and everything on this one. All right, we are armed, ready to go. Man, that tick bite's kind of stinging. That usually don't happen. Probably injected that poison in me. Oh yeah, that tick bite's starting to sting now. That usually doesn't happen. What's going on with that? Hope I don't get sick. That'd be horrible, because I like red meat. So I'm down here back at the creek where Hallie and I were cleaning off the 3W floor mats, and I have found something cool when we were exploring. Look at this. Look at that. I think it's an old 410. I need to take it home and clean it off and see if there's a serial number on it. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, it looks like an old 410 to me. What do you guys think? Let's rinse it off in the water. Let's go down here where it's moving a little bit. See if I can get any of that off there. See what we got. I could just imagine an old hunter, probably squirrel hunting, set it up against a tree or whatever, and over the years it just rotted. The stalk was wood and it rotted, and here it lays. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of little minnows trapped in there. We should catch some minnows and take them back to the pond. That would be cool. I see some dead crawdads. I mean, there's probably 100 minnows in there. They can get out right there, though. Yeah, we gotta get down here and start doing some trapping. So that tree has been there for a year, but then there's another tree down there that got washed over. It's right in the middle of the creek. So when the creek water goes down some, or if I can get across over here somewhere, I gotta get my grapple and come down here and at least get that one tree out of the way. Actually rinsed off pretty good. I wonder where the serial number would be at. I need to figure out how to get all this rust off. A little sandblasting or something. Wow. Pretty cool find, really. I'd just like to know how old it is. Any guesses, guys? I'm not seeing any markings on it. I think they're usually engraved, so that rust might be over the top of it. Maybe we can get it cleaned up, leave it in some oil or something. Yeah, that's probably one of the coolest finds that I found down here. And it's probably got a lot of history behind it that we'll never know. What do you guys think? Think I should take it home, clean it up, and see if there's any serial numbers on there I can look up or anything like that? See what year it is? It's pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think down below. Man, it's actually turned out to a nice day after all the rain came through. Okay, don't forget, if you guys are interested in the 3W Auto Life floor mats that I got in my truck, you guys can get them for your vehicle too. I'll leave links down in the description box and a pinned comment. Use my code. I'm actually going to use my own code to order some for Hayden, and she's going to be excited about it because she got the cloth ones in there and they get really muddy really quick where we live at. So these rubber ones, you just pull them out, rinse them off, they're ready to go. So that being said, that's all I got for you guys today. Leave me some advice down below. What do you think exactly this is? Pretty neat find though, isn't it? So I love you guys. Catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.